Hello and good afternoon, everyone. Today yesterday we ended our Kerbal Careers game. We pretty much got all the science we needed. We didn't need any more science. Then it's just a matter of playing with fundings and stuff like that. So what I decided to do instead was start a new Kerbal game. Just a Sandbox game. And what we're going to do with the Sandbox game is we're going to play with the Kerbals. We are going to do things like space stations, stuff like that, where we don't need to worry about science, we don't need to worry about funding and stuff like that, and we can just enjoy. Alright, so let's head over there and see what is going on. Stop this other music. Alright. So we have our Kerbal. So what we're going to do is we're going to start a new game. A Sandbox. We're going to call it Kerbacide. Because it is the Kerbapocalypse of Kerbals. And we're going to give it a cool cat logo. Okay. Right, and there we go. So a Sandbox game, Kerbacide. Let's begin. So we're gonna have obviously certain things we want to do in it. Now with the Sandbox game, things like research and development not needed, administration not needed, mission control not needed. Astronaut complex is there, right? So you've got your Kerbals already. The tracking station, everything is upgraded to kind of full specs, so we can actually start building right away. Let me take this and remove that from there. Okay, that should look better. Right, now again everything is set up, sort of as it should be. Alright, so what are we going to do for our first mission? Should we start building a space station? For our first thing, how about putting a no, you know what I'm thinking? Let's have fun with planes. Let's see if we can build some really crazy contraptions. Airplanes. See if they can go anywhere. Let's do that. We've got all the stuff. Things like the probes and things like that are all there. So, how about if you can build like a little... I think I want to try and build a little plane, but I have an idea for a plane. Maybe this can go to space. I'm not sure. You know what? Let's just pretend that it might go to space. Alright, so we definitely going to want... This is a Mark II. Let's look at what other Mark II parts we've got. Okay, so give it a cargo bay, just in case it does go to space. Alright, first of all, let's give it the drone, so it can actually fly unmanned. Give it a docking port. Give it a cargo hold. Give it fuel and some more fuel. Okay. Now I'm thinking of going a little bit strange with it. It's going to be a space plane, but let's try do this slightly different. So why don't we try give it something like that, Right, and what I'm going to do as well, is I'm going to give it. Let's do this. Oh no, that's not. And we definitely give it some extra fuel here, just to kind of, you know, so it is carrying something. I mean, this can always, you can always replace this later with something else, so not a problem. How's this one? This work? No, do a bigger one. How's this go in? Hey, JHB. Yeah, we, if you notice, look at the bottom right of the screen. There's a Kerbal kill count. Because we're going to kill. We're going to try. You're not going to do it on purpose. But you know, stuff happens. Things can go wrong. Ooh, that's a little bit big. So basically what we're doing is we're going in Sandbox. So we've actually got, we've got some, how do we say, we've got some leeway of which to work this. All right, so let's see what's going on here. You got that, you got there. I believe in you. Well, you better be, because I'm going to make you the pilot. All right. So we're just trying to like this. See what we can do. We're just creating a plane. We have no idea how this is actually going to work. You know, so let's see what happens. Alright, so now the other thing that I wanted to do, where I thought we would get a little bit strange with, let's do it like that. Okay, and we are going to have, at the edge of those, I mean this is a different design. You're going to have these guys. Oh. Alright, now, should we give them... maybe do these on the edge there. And maybe do kind of like rocket engines there. Give us that little extra boost. Maybe these guys. That's looking actually pretty interesting, this craft. This craft is actually looking really interesting. Now maybe we give it some canards at the front. Now give it that. Yeah, and then sort of winglets. No, the winglets over there. Okay, and now we're going to bring this back. Oh wow, it's bring the whole... Okay. So the center of lift is right there. Maybe. If we kind of do this and make this wing slightly bigger. I'll make it a big wing. Right, and take this and maybe move this just a little bit back. Yeah, it actually looks pretty cool, doesn't it? The problem is my center of mass is back there. My center of lift is a little bit... Oh, you know what? Ha! There you go. Right, let's get rid of this. Let's maybe move these. Maybe move these forward. Okay. And let's see. Maybe move. Okay. Huh. Wow. Okay. I mean, that looks... Look at the center of lift and the center of gravity. That actually looks... like it might even work. This might even work. I don't know how. Alright, so let's do... What we're going to do over here, we're just going to hit balance. And hit balance and hit balance. And what it's going to do is that's going to keep the fuel balance between everything. I don't know how this is going to work. I really don't. I just don't get it. How can this possibly work? Alright, so wheels. Mediums. Okay, let's see. How if we put these? We put them over there, will be fine. And we got one more. Oh, no, not that. Put a medium. Just going to put one at the front here. If this works, I will be shocked. I will actually be shocked. Right, we got two. Okay, so no pilots. Alright, so let's put this as... What's the name of this craft? Almost like a Y-wing, isn't it? Let's call it a... you know, it's more like an arrow. Oh no, let's call it Y flight. Call it a Y flight. Mark 1. There's something else we need to do. Actions. Right, so that is for action 3. This is called air. Well, give me a good name for it. You can suggest a good name for it. I will happily use that. Trucker. Okay. Then 4 is these. Gonna toggle. And this will be a rocket. And then 5 is it's mode switch, and with these guys, which modes? Okay, so that's pretty much all that done. All right. Now let's have a look. Let's have a look. What are we going to do? All right. So that looks interesting. We have no idea how this thing's going to fly. It looks like it might. Oh, you know what we haven't got? We haven't got any flaps. We've got no flaps. Okay, so that's not gonna be helpful at all. Yeah, that's a curve flap. There we go. Oh. Okay, this just doesn't want to fit on. Alright, so let's take this one. If we're going to use X. And rotate this. Rotate this right around. And there we go. And maybe maybe just a little bit more. There we go. And actually, you know what? Maybe do the same one again. Okay, and right, see how the center of lift has flown back quite a bit. So turn this around like that. This there. Let me bring it in a bit. Right now. Move these forward. Wow, those flaps make a big difference, don't they? Okay, so that kind of changes the look. All right. So now these guys do not take care of yaw. These guys only deal with yaw. Oh, that changes it dramatically, doesn't it? It really does. Alright, so then just got to move these things back. Wheels. Okay. ADAS mode enabled. Alright. Now let's see how this thing flies. So we are going to launch. We've got no pilots in there at the moment. I think I see a slight problem. Let's revert this quickly. Yeah. Before we even learn, let's take this guy off. And that was a medium. But let's do a small landing gear at the front. Okay, that should be a little bit more reasonable. May the force be with the Kerbals. Well, what we are going to do is we are not going to rely on Kerbal. We are going to draft a pilot. Oh, it's me. And let's draft another pilot. Oh, okay. Oh shit, I didn't do that. Okay, so let's see. Now, why is this not putting it in? Do I have to do this? Crew. Oh, it's Alright, so you add me, and we add Fringe Tickler. Sorry, Jasby, you struck out this time. You did not get chosen. You're lucky, but there we go. We've got the two pilots. They are getting ready. So turn the engine off. Turn off the power. So let's see how this thing flies. I mean, it's picking up speed pretty damn fast. Oh, come on. Lift. 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 The engines. Not enough lift. Not enough lift. Let's try a revert to the launch again. Luckily, no Kerbals died. No Kerbals died in that particular thing, so we're still on 0 deaths. We are still 0 deaths. All right, so let's try again. Right, and let's see if we can get these. Nope, we didn't. Oh crap! It's the electronic thing flying. Oh, it's the electronic thing flying, it's not. Well, that's a bit of a pity. That's a pity. I know, it's actually flying really well. It's actually flying surprisingly well. idea. That might... Because you see, we've got a problem getting that initial lift. Definitely got a problem with that initial lift. But what we forgot is we forgot to include Kerbals. We've literally got no Kerbals. It's not a good thing. Right, so what we're going to do is we're going to head back. Oh. Oh, and the other thing that we've got to do is we forgot to set those engines to be not auto switching. I think this might need a few change of designs. It handles sort of. Oh, we saw still falling. Okay, now we're going forward. So, what we want to do, let's just run this way down. I think we might need to do some changes. Unfortunately, no Kerbals. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take off that electronic thing so that we have to actually force us to put Kerbals in. Landing wheels are out. Probably a little bit too fast. Just slightly. Just slightly. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh shit! Oh shit! If we had Kerbals, the Kerbals would be dead. But there were no Kerbals. Alright. So that did not go well. But still, luckily, I forgot to add Kerbals in there. So the Kerbal count is 0. The Kerbal count on that one is 0. So that was lucky. Oh, so let's go back in there quickly. Yeah. But we're going to prevent that from happening again by taking off this thing. It's going to force us to put Kerbals in. Alright, but there was one thing I wanted to change. I'm thinking this is what I'm thinking. Maybe oh no. Yeah, maybe like that. You know, it should give us a little bit more wing surface. We can then add these in properly. So, you know, you can add kind of proper ones. You see, I mean, that kind of looks better, doesn't it? Oh, so let's look at the kind of, okay, see, there you go. Got a nice, the lift is, now we can probably move these forward. And we can move these a bit more back. Oh, you see, you can't. I'll maybe move these back. Move these forward. Let's see. I'll move this one back. Yeah, try that design. Yeah, engineer, 4 wings. Don't know. I'm thinking. There we go. I like those. No. Look at Kitty. Oh no. Those are the strip wings. Now, where were those canards? There were some really nice. Okay, so we don't want yaw on those. Now these guys. Hey, Sumter, thank you for the host. Right, let's see now if we move these kind of. Move these back. That's better. That's much better. Alright. What do you reckon? This one? Action. Yeah. Try this. See what happens. Okay, so let's save this. And we're going to launch. Yeah, we don't have people in there. So what we're going to do is we're going to give it a pilot. And is it Alt? Is it Alt Insert? Oh no! I want a pilot. Ooh, jeez. Up. So. Okay. You don't want to do that. Why won't you keep still? Break. Oh, because I got nobody in there. That's why. Okay, let's just draft another pilot quickly. Yeah, Josh B. Okay, I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you now. Alright, so roster. I can't put pilots in there. The plane's rolling away. The plane is rolling away. But you were the lucky one. So oh no, you're not there. Okay. Alright, so we're just going to have Jeb at the beginning. Jeb will be your co-pilot. Alright, so let's have a look. Okay, now I can stop it. Right. Okay, no, I can do it. So we're going to draft a pilot. Draft a pilot. Oh, Mr. French Tickler. We're drafting a second pilot. That Hammy. That Hammy Kerman. Alright. So you two are going to be the ones. Why? I don't know why it's not putting them in straight away. So you're going to remove that French Tickler. Oh, wait. The crew. Mark II cockpit. Roster. Okay, so that Hemi and French Tickler. Alright, you two are going to be test flying this. Look at you. Look how happy you both are. You have no idea that I am about to kill you guys. No idea. You're a Kerbal. You're a Kerbal. It doesn't matter. Kerbals don't need pilot licenses. True story. Alright, so we are about to fire this off. Just put it down. Turn off the electric engine. Oh, wait. We got to turn that automatic switching off. And here we go. This is a completely new design. Never been tested before. I've changed the wings. Oh, and I forgot to do this. No, you're on that one. No, you're on that one. Holy moly. That took off well. That took off so well. That Hemi, without a pilot license, you're doing actually really, really well. I'm impressed. Look at you go. That's actually, you know something? I like that design. Look at this. See, so why? It's like, why do you do this? Why? That actually looks like a great little craft, doesn't it? And it's moving. Right, so we also want to keep track of our air intake. Absolutely beginner's luck. Now we're slowing down, so we need to increase our speed. And we've got rockets on this, so we might be able to actually take this as high. We might be able to do our first space flight. Again, there are some things we need to remember to do when we get back to the hangar. But so far, this craft is working really well. Let's see how high it can actually go. We're climbing, we're increasing speed. To be honest, I did not expect this. I did not expect you to get off the runway. There is that. Oh, wait a minute. You know what? While this is flying, this Kerbal death count. Maybe I should just move it I'll just leave it over there. That's better. So we can see what's going on with the Kerbals. Yeah, that's better. Alright, so we almost at 10 kilometers. Yeah, this is big surprise. Big surprise. That's actually a very sleek looking craft, isn't it? Right, so once we get up to about 10 kilometers, we're going to sort of flatten out and then just increase speed as much as we can. Maybe start increasing our speed. I see those actually work. Alright, good. Now that's still doing a kind of small climb, but our speed should be increasing. Because what we want to do is we want to try and get as much speed as possible before we do the moonshot. Or the space shot. And hopefully we won't be lost in space. And then we're gonna have to send a rescue party. Hey, our guys are not too happy. French Tickler's not tickled at all. And Darahami, he doesn't know what's going on. You can see he doesn't have a pilot license because he hasn't got a clue what is going on. Look at him. Look at him. He doesn't know. So again, look at our speed. Our speed is still increasing. We're getting plenty of oxygen to the engines. Yeah, we're hitting terminal velocity. Climb up a bit. Look at them going. Look at them. I mean, this thing is motoring it. It is really, really... I did not expect this thing to fly so well. We're breaking all Kerbal records. We've still got plenty of oxygen, so that's fine. 1,000 meters per second. And still climbing. Okay, we're almost at a stage. We're 20 kilometers high. Speed is still increasing. And there we go. Speed is and you know what? We switch modes and turn those on. Rockets. So this is now in non-oxygen mode. It's in rocket mode. Okay, so that's kind of interesting. Look at that. And boom. We are reaching space. We are reaching space. Wow. We have got a lot of fuel left. We've got a lot of oxidizer left, so we could probably... Wow, look at them. So let's have a look at what's going on here. Okay, so if we go over here, add maneuver at the upper axis, circularize, 668. So that's actually a fair bit of burn. A fair bit of burn. Don't know if we can actually do that. I'm not sure if we can actually do that. We can see. Now, we've got the advantage is that inside here, we've got another full tank of fuel. Yeah, which is our sort of safety margin. Let's put ourselves into orbit quickly. Either I'm getting better at the game at SSTOs, or I'm getting luckier, or Dad Hammy is a hell of a pilot. So it's one of the two. I don't think this calculated right. I think it calculated for both of those. Are we going to make it into orbit? I've got a lot of fuel left. You know what I'm going to do? I am going to go like this. I'm going to enable crossfeed. So it's going to take fuel from there now. Why not both? I remember that advert. That's an old advert. Right. We have to leave some fuel. We have to leave some fuel back, otherwise we're going to be stuck in space. Oh, you see, we are already sinking. Okay, so yeah, we don't have enough. All right, well, that looks like we're going to reach land. So that's kind of good. We can maybe land this. So if we're lucky, this will not be your last flight. If we're lucky, you might get another flight. Okay, you see, now they're all happy. Hey, Olsen. So far, we have lost no Kerbals. We've actually just made this craft, and surprisingly enough, it actually got to space on the first try. Right, so what's that? That's temperature gauges enabled. Right, so that's kind of getting a little bit hot. Maybe we just turn this. It's a, yeah, I think Dad Hammy's getting a little bit roasted in there, and French Tickler, he's enjoyed himself. I don't know what he's doing to enjoy himself so much, but it's obviously something. So you can see everything's heating up. Yeah, there we go. Hey, Scorch. Look at this. We got this craft. Not quite into orbit. We got into space. Not quite orbit. And now we're trying to land. But it appears we are heating up. We've got a little bit of a heat issue. Don't want our Kerbals to die. We're trying to take this easy. No Kerbals have died. We have a 0 Kerbal loss rate. A 0 Kerbal loss rate. I mean, that's pretty damn good. Hey, also name. Thank you for the follow and welcome to the Alien Army, where all your Soylent Green dreams can come true, as long as it involves Soylent Green. Okay. Okay, things are getting a little bit toasty. Things are getting a little bit toasty for us. Let's switch around. Oh, crap. Alright. All our fuel is gone. We are now officially out of fuel. And we are heating up at an alarming rate. Look at that, it's almost... Wow. Okay. Our Kerbals are getting rather toasty at the moment. I think somebody's making like tortillas and stuff like that and left the stove on, because that's what it feels like, or being in the stove. Ooh. Oh, because I'm over Kerbal Russia. Is that Kerbal Russia? Actually, I could install that BD Armory and give us and arm the Kerbals. I could do that. Alright, so let's see. Wow. We are really not slowing down a lot. Yeah, let's try this. Now it might look at that. That's not looking good. Oh, so I've put those air intakes on, so it might slow. Yeah, we are. I think we need air brakes. We need air brakes for this thing. This is not going well at all. Wow. This thing has got too much lift. Right, so aerodynamic flow enabled. Right, so what's going on? The heat. The heat is too much. Oh wow. Now we're going faster. Oh, come on. Gotta get that heat off the... I'm using my whole plane to kind of brake. I don't want to lose my Kerbals like in my first flight. In the very first flight, I do not want to lose Kerbals. Brake. Kerbal death count 2. We've been playing for 1 hour. Kerbal death count 2. Everything was fine until Delahemi took an arrow to the knee. All right. So. Who's next? Who wants to go next? Alright, so 2 Kerbals are dead. Alright, so what was our problem over there? Besides... What was our problem? I think I know what our problem was. We did not slow down fast enough. So, we need... Where are they? Air brakes. Alright. So, we are going to... We are going to use these guys. What these things are all types of awesome. Okay, first of all, let me just adjust that. Okay, so that's what we're changing. Okay. Maybe we really want to slow down a lot more, so let's put these up here as well. So what these do is they will help slow us down. Oh, you know what? Instant. Okay, so that should help us slow down. Now, we had lots of oxidizer left. We had a lot of oxidizer left. So I'm thinking that maybe we should add some more liquid fuel. And I mean, we were a little bit short of fuel. Let's have a look here. Mark II. Monopropellant liquid fuel. So what I'm thinking is maybe add some more liquid fuel in there. So we're just changing the craft a little bit. What I'm going to do with the air brakes, let's put 6. We call this air brakes. Right, so that would be that one and that one, and they will be toggled. Yeah, more flammable things will definitely help. Yes. That's there's no doubt about that. And besides, you can't talk anymore because you're a dead Kerbal. It's all over. Those engines were not good. They were not good. Is there any other engine? Oh, I know. I know. Look at these. These are 14 plus, but they were there. These are the engines we want. There you go. Spikes. Okay, that should make all the difference. So we've given ourselves a little bit more liquid fuel. Shouldn't these really be liquid fuel, shouldn't they? Let's see what happens. I mean, this gives us a little bit more liquid fuel. We can do stuff a little bit better with it. We've got the air brakes that can deploy. Got a crew. Okay, we're just going to put Jeb in there. Yeah, Jeb will be there just to start off. We call this Mark 2 because Mark 1 had issues. It had issues. Alright, so let's save this. And let's see how this one works now. Alright, who's up? Who's up to be another test pilot? Alright, so look. Air brakes are on. Alright. So we are going to draft another pilot. Scorch. Scorch, we got it. I always wanted to kill Scorch. I killed him in Star Citizen, and now I'm going to kill him in this as well. This is the way it should be. Missing. You're missing. You're not dead, you're missing. Hey, Azos. We are killing Kerbals. Alright, so no. Okay, we're going to remove Jebediah, and you know what? We've got a pilot. What we need, I think, is an engineer to go with the pilot. Join me, brother, in the afterlife. Oh no! It's me! It's me! Crap! Ah! I don't want to be in here. I don't want to be the one flying this thing or being your engineer. Oh my god, I'm a girl Kerbal. Alright. So let's have a look. There's me. And there's Scorch. Look at it. He's getting all ready to fly. Hey, he's clapping his hands. Come on, let's go. And I'm like, Alright. Okay. I think my own game is going to kill me. Yes. Oh. Okay, well, there's also this. You can still be, use the Twitch chat, but you can actually watch on YouTube if you want to. that gives you more options and stuff like that. It's pretty much kind of the same. All right, so all right, let's see how we go. What we're going to do is we're going to get up. Yes. So we're going to try and get it up. And turn off. Oh no. Crap. We got to edit groups. The rocketers. Got to toggle. There we go. Yeah, that's what's actually very nice about this Action Groups Extended. Is that you can actually edit stuff. Oh, there you go. Now I can turn that off. Oh, you managed to orbit Kerbin and bring fuel to get in. Nice. Yeah, so that means you have to do a rendezvous and stuff like that, which is really difficult. Alright, so let's... Ooh. Alright, so that's really nice with Action Groups Extended, is you can adjust things. Alright, so... Lord, you better find this thing well, because if you don't, I'll be very upset. Oh, it's a nice smooth takeoff. Lots of lift. Okay, then, Amy, thanks for stopping by. Sorry that I killed you. Hashtag not sorry. Oh, well, Toyota's not a problem. Look at you, look how petrified you are. And look how petrified I am, because I just heard you say you're a bad pilot. Okay, this is not going well. Thanks for that follow, dude, Hammy. This is not going well. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh no, we're slowing down, so we need to pick up speed, not slow down. Now, let's have a look at... Gotta keep an eye on how much air we actually get. Though these shock intakes definitely get a lot of good air. Okay, so we're just going to tilt down a bit, get that speed increasing. But, you know, the Eve and Scatterer really make this game look great, don't they? Both of them. Yes. Yeah, what are we doing? Where are we going? It's got a cool cat in the back there. Hey, don't look happy at all. I'm the engineer. I know that this thing should not fly. I know. As Scorch, he looks absolutely terrified. And he's the pilot. He's the one doing the flying. How can I be on both sides? Oh, it should be the other way around. Alan Kerman and Scorched 326. Yep. Yeah, tonight we're definitely gonna play some more Star Citizen. Definitely do some more of that tonight. And so, just add me to your contact list and stuff like that, and join me in game. And then before we start, what you can do is just give me your contact, your Star Citizen name, and I'll just add you to my contact list. So that should make it easier. Alright, so we're getting up to 10 kilometers now. Alright, so now we're going to start leveling out a bit to try and gather speed. Alright, so our speed is increasing. I think we've just got way too much oxidizing. Oh, okay, that's it. Then just lie in bed and watch on your phone. Yeah, well, Scorcher, so every time I go live, I tweet on Twitter. Oh, there's that as well. I think I've got a Twitter. There you go, look at that, Twitter. Alright, so that speed is increasing really slowly. What we're going to do is just try a little bit more level. We are increasing speed. There we go. We've got enough, we're getting enough oxygen, but our speed is not increasing the way it should. Okay, it's true, Scorch. You pretty much always here, which is great. Nice having familiar faces in the chat all the time. Besides, my schedule is pretty simple. The only thing is on the weekends. It becomes really iffy because sometimes on the weekends I'll stream, sometimes I don't. All right, we need to. Let's just. So this is gonna dip a bit, but we just need to increase that speed. There we go. So there's the speed picking up. We haven't got this on automatic. Yep, manual switching. So our speed is picking up. So we're dropping a little bit of height, but we're definitely increasing our speed. And now we can tilt up. Yeah, the speed is still increasing, so that's good. And we're doing the rapid climb to thinner atmosphere. Probably wasted a lot of. Yeah, look at that speed. That speed is really going up. And we absolutely got plenty of oxygen left. Oh, we could halve our oxidizer. So our flow. There we go. Alright, so what I'm going to do is now I'm going to engage the rocket and take off those things. Yeah, those rockets are much better. And we are heading to space. Whoa, 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 whoa. drag at this height. It's all climbing. And you see our speed is increasing dramatically. When we get to 2300, we pretty much sort of in orbit. You know, at orbital velocity. So, alright. 80 is good. Alright, so we get into 80. About 600 away, I think. So let's see if we can actually get this into orbit. Add maneuver at the apoapsis. Circularize. And 20 seconds. Yeah, as soon as you get into space, they get all happy. Kerbals. And again, look, we're just carrying a little bit too much oxidizers. So that's really what we've got to do. Is we've got to remove a ton of oxidizer, and that will give us a lighter plane. Right, so 20 seconds before. All right, so now we're in space. Okay, and 700 delta V, wow. Yeah, what was it, 20 seconds before? Alright, so let's boost. You got us, I think. So close to orbit. So close. Right. Enable cross speed. Oh, too much. Wow. We did it. We're in orbit. So this was 220. So we could actually remove like 350. Let me actually write this down. We could actually remove 350 oxidizer. 300. Yeah, besides your hey, if it wasn't for me. No, I can't finish that one. So, wow, we are in orbit. Look at this, guys. Our SSTO got us into orbit. And nobody's dead yet. How impressive is this? Alright, now, what we've got to do is we've got to try plan our landing. So let's look at the map. Where is, here is Kerbal Africa. There is the landing spot. Yeah, it's pretty much that hammy, wasn't it? Right, so let's see if we, no, well, let's bring this kind of around over there, and let's see if we can do this. Right, now what we're going to do is we are going to kind of do it just before, like the mountain range, because what we're probably going to kind of overshoot it. Yeah, the lift will be too much. We're probably going to fly past it, so let's actually bring us a little bit forward. So this is where it predicts we're going to land, but with our lift and everything else, we might actually go further. We might glide to that. Last time we overshot it by a massive mark. So let's try this. So at this point, it's 80. So yeah, around about when we get to this maneuver node, we're going to kind of fire this off, and it should slow us down. Again, it's, you know, getting this straight. Yeah, and me. And look how happy they are. They're in space. They're so happy. Guys, space. Look at us, we astronauts. Woohoo! We're just gonna F5 this just in case. it's meowtastic. Alright, so let's 3 minutes to go. Just speed this up a bit. Alright. Alright, so let's see if we can slow ourselves down. Kind of meet that area. So let's see. How's our fuel? Fuel's looking good. Fuel's looking good. Yeah, that. Maybe a little bit more. Yeah. Maybe a bit more. Okay. So that's taken us well onto the path. Now we obviously need to change this around so that we kind of hit the atmosphere right. And we can turn those engines off. So currently we've got no engines on. What we're going to do is we'll turn on our air breathing engines when we get into the atmosphere. Right, so there we go. We are on a return course home. Are we going? Look how happy they are. They're going home. So happy. We're such happy Kerbals. Let's not think about the other Kerbals that came before us in the same craft, slightly modified. But this time we've got air brakes. So let's make sure our air brakes work. What was it, F6? So these are air brakes. So hopefully those will slow us down enough, and so that we don't turn into a ball of flame. Of course, they could rip off the wings and stuff like that. That is a possibility. But so we're going to just speed this up. We're going over the Kerbal Sahara. And boom, we just hit atmosphere. So we can look at the forces. I see if you bring these out. Hopefully this is going to it's going to cause the drag that we want. I mean, not at this height, but as we go down. All right, so let's see what happens. Now we've got quick saves and stuff like that in case anything really bad goes wrong, but we try not to because it's all about the curve or death count. That's what's important. And this is why it's called Kerbacide. Because all the Kerbals are going to get killed at one time or another. All of them. And they'll be made into green goo and sold to the other Kerbals for experimentation. I want to keep the Kerbal death rate low, but it's not up to me. If I okay, see, look at that. Look at that. Now I actually want to succeed. Right, so we are doing. This should be kind of slowing it down dramatically. And you've got those air brakes going, but notice how they take in the heat, and it's not the cockpit at the moment. So that's good. Oh, I don't need a mod for that. Crap. Okay, so those air brakes didn't really do much. Yeah, so let's put on that. We've opened kind of the air thing. It's causing a lot of drag there, which is good. No, don't pitch down. I want to kind of get the whole craft. So far it's alright. Got to get our speed way down. Okay. Okay. Things are getting toasty. Alright, so I'm getting good at getting people up into space. I'm really bad at getting people back down. You see, look, the air brakes, look how much drag those air brakes are causing. Those air brakes are causing a lot of drag. I mean, we've already dropped down to 35. Let's see. Slow myself down. I'm still dropping height, so that's good. These air brakes are doing their work. I see the big drag lines from these air brakes. So they're definitely doing their work. And our speed is decreasing dramatically. Look at that. So definitely a better entry than last time, for sure. The Kerbals are not getting too toasty. A bit light on fuel. Yeah, you see that there's the there's kind of the play center. I think we've got to overshoot it dramatically. Trying to pitch down. I'm trying to pitch down. No, I did not have life jackets. Wow. Okay. And we can take the air brakes off now. Alright, oops. And we can oh, no, whoa, 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 whoa. Oh no, manual switching. Oh. Deep breathing. Okay. Wow. That was a problem. Okay. Wow. Wow. Yeah, I can take that off now. Wow. Look at that. We're flying. Holy shit. Holy shit. We might actually make this. George, how the hell are you doing this? You can do it. Are we a kilometer above the ground? So let's see. Maybe bring us a little bit that way. Oh, and it's going at sort of a sunset. Oh, 800 feet above the ground. That's slower. Pull up. Faster, faster! Pull up, pull up! Pull up! Pull up! Holy crap! 200 feet above the ground. Wow! Holy crap! Oh! Are we out of fuel? Any landing you can walk away from. Any landing you can walk away from. Holy shit. Holy shit. Wow. 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 Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, hey, we touched down on the runway. Then we just continued on. But we touched on the runway. And we've got like hardly any fuel left. Wow. Wow. Scorch. Congrats, you saved my life. Ready for the next assignment. Look at him. He's like all like, yeah, that was me. I'm Scorch. I did that. That was me. I did it. I am number 1. Nice. Alright, well, wow. That took us like the whole day. Alright, so let's wait till the next morning. And the sun's up again. Holy. I'm impressed. I am impressed. Alright. So we built ourselves a little SSTO. We got some tweaking to do. Now we got some tweaking to do, like for example, that must not be automatic. We probably don't need these guys because they were a waste. I mean, these did the job pretty well, and fuel. Now what we could do. Okay, see, that's 360. That is 400. What I'm thinking, let's have a look here. If we could reduce the fuel, so you got 800 over here. So, but you can't just swap the parts. Hey, Chase the Fun. Welcome to the Alien Army. Please don't eat the other. Please don't eat the other users or what viewers, because everybody is friends. And Soylent Green is wonderful. Ah, so let's have a look. Ah, crap. Did that again. Right, so. Oh! Stupid thing! Okay, and there you go. Alright. Alright, so that's given us a lot more liquid fuel. And a lot less oxidizer. And let's have a look here. So what we're going to do as well with this guy, let's just move this forward a bit. And move this. Okay. Ah, so there we go. Okay, so that's kind of the change. So we're going to call this the Mark III. Ah, so that was the change. Okay, so we pretty much finished with this one. I mean, this works. I don't know if you want to run this one on another test flight or if we want to do something else. Do we want to try like something completely different? Should we build like a space station? So that it's actually got somewhere to go to. How about that? So, manual switching. Alright, so everything seems okay with this. Oh, rocket. Ah, that's what we didn't have. And we're going to toggle those engines. There you go. So should we build it? Should we build a space station? Space station. Excellent. All right. So we've got kind of our little SSTO done. So let's go and build a space station. However, what I am going to do before I do the space station is I'm just going to go grab myself a cup of coffee quick. It's about 3 o'clock, so it's coffee time. So we are just going to take a quick 2-minute break. Then we're going to start building a space station. And when we build the space station, we've got all these colonization parts. So we can really get something massive up there. And we can try and make it self-sustaining. See what happens. Alright, so give me a few... Just give me 2 minutes and I'll be back with a cup of coffee. Don't run away. Alright, I am back. You missed me. Come on, put your hand up. Okay, so I'm thinking I should try build a space station next before I try go to the moon. You know, you don't need to. You don't need to. It's easier to go to the moon than to build a space station. It's actually easier to go to the moon and land on the moon and come back than to build a space station. The thing about the space station is you build it, and then every time you want to add things to it, you've got to do the whole rendezvous and docking, which is actually harder, in my opinion, than going to the moon and landing on the moon and coming back. I know. Docking and rendezvous is pretty much a not the easiest thing to do. But I've got a little system that does it, so I should be alright. Alright, so we are going to build a space station now. Now there's multiple ways of building a space station. We could build small parts, send them up and attach them, or we could build a big monster core and then attach parts to that. Guess which way we're going to go for? We go for the big one. We go for the big one. Alright, so what I think we're going to do first of all is we are going to set up a space station, sort of the core as unmanned. The core. The Kraken. We're going to send one that's going to put fear in that Kraken. Yeah, that's what it's going to do. So, let's first get it up an unmanned space station, and then we're going to send, people to do all kind of the parts and things like that on it. So we're going to start with a remote core with a computer controlled guidance unit, and it's just going to put it in kind of in the right sort of place. All right, so now so what we're going to have with our station. Now I think we're going to have a cupola. Actually, how big is this one? Oh yeah, let's use a big core instead. Let's start with a big core. Alright, so we're going to put a cupola on. Yeah, so that our Kerbals can sit inside, relax, and enjoy the better things in life. And underneath that, now this is where this colonization thing comes in, because this has got some really good. It's got orbital colonization system, and so some parts, like for example, this is for the ground. But there are definitely orbital parts in the station. One of the things we're going to put in is the habitation ring. So when you get into space and you deploy it, this can hold 10 Kerbals. So, the front part of the station is going to be the enjoyable view part of the station. Underneath that, you get different parts, like you got workshops, you've got the Pioneer module. So what we're going to do is we're going to use a because we are using life support, so this thing actually needs to be able to provide life support for our Kerbals. We're going to pop that over there. So that's the Pioneer module. Now the Pioneer module, let's have a look here. Oh, no. Okay. You see, again, we're not looking at costs or anything like that. That's why I'm playing Sandbox now. Alright, so designed to be the first module in place for a budding colony. The Pioneer module is combination command center and colony grade life support recycler. That would be a good part to have on the station. You've got other things like, let's have a look. There is a workshop, aeroponics. So if we put this like that, alright, so that's kind of, ooh, and attached to that is another one. Where is it? Where is it? Here we go. Agricultural. Okay, so that's kind of our basic. I mean, this should give enough support for the Kerbals. All right, but what we've got to do is we've also got to provide ways for it to attach parts. Now we could use, where is it? We've got the Clampertrons, which are small, and I'd say let's put just put 2 over there. Alright, so that would be kind of none at the top. And, you know, then we could connect things like the power and stuff like that. Because at the moment, this thing's got no power. However, what I'm thinking of doing, what else do we want in here? Got that, we've got that. It's going to be a pretty big thing to launch. So, yeah, it's going to be big. Okay, this is metallic substrate, next cargo, chemicals, polymers, recyclables. Supplies, mulch, fertilizer. Yeah, we can kind of. So that's kind of, you know, there. All right, but now what I'm thinking I'm going to do is I'm going to give it a big tank of RCS over there. Maybe 2 tanks of RCS. Wow. Might be a little bit too ambitious with this thing. Sending it all up at once. The reason I'm doing this is I'm then going to use, where is it now? Okay, see, this is a Clampertron Senior. That's a big one. See, those are normal ones. This guy is a huge one, and it gives you a much more solid connection. I don't think we're going to use that. We are going to just do this over there, and we are going to, okay, 3 rails. We are going to give this some sort of solar power. So this station will have a little bit of power. Not a lot, because we're going to set up a nuclear reactor and stuff like that to get most of its power, or things that are more power useful. But this would just give it its basic power. So far it's got that, but there's 10 others to, you know, that will hold 10. So this is going to hold a lot of Kerbals. Alright, now we also want to be able to just move this around a bit. So I'm going to give it some maneuvering. We're going to sort of maybe put this over here, just so we can kind of put it this. Oh, 2. Why am I doing 2? It should be 4. Okay, that's not the best, but that will do. Alright, so that's going to be our first part of our station. And we can extend it down there and we can extend it out there. And this will be kind of our core of the station. Rip pepperoni. Alright, so now we've got to get this. Now we've got to get this thing up into the air, and I'm thinking about 100 meters would be good. So we're definitely going to have to build rocket max over there. We are going to, where is aerodynamics? We're going to build this guy. Okay, so that is our station. Scorch, watching you fail emotes is, it's funny. It is. Alright, so alright, so now we've got to build a booster to get this thing into orbit. Now, to get into orbit is about 3,400. So we're going to do a little bit more than that, because we pretty much crap at getting things into orbit. So let's see, that's right. Oh no, we shouldn't really use that one. That's really no good. There's a round one like that. That's a small one. Okay, how much delta V is this? Where are you? Where are you, Mr. Delta V's? Hippo. Okay, so that's 1,200. Wow. That's more than I thought it would be. And also what we're going to do as well, just to give this a little bit of... and you know what else we're going to do? Because money is no object. We are going to give this a call. So what's going to happen is once it detaches, once with the stations in place, this can go and burn itself up in the atmosphere. So that's good. Right, now we're going to then continue this rocket. Let's put another one over there. Stage 1. Oh. Science. I'm gonna pop this. Pop this over here. And maybe pop one over there. Alright, so let's see, we got a big orange tank. And we've got... Where is that engine? Got a nice... Wait a minute. No. Can't do it really. Thing isn't that big. Alright, so we just got to give ourselves a mainsail. Alright, now again, it's pretty close. Yeah, it's pretty close actually. But we definitely need more fuel. And we're gonna build our fun little thing that we enjoy building. We're gonna over-engineer it dramatically. Okay, we don't need to worry about... Oh yeah. It's going to be kind of a direct up and then maybe turn. It's not going to be a... Let me see. Oh, so this would be under engines actually. Where are those cool engines? No, that's... Where are those cool engines that we absolutely love? Those... Where are you? No. Micro-ducted fan engine. Okay, no, not that one. Who knows? Oh, there you are. Real engines. These are great. Right. But be down there. Yeah. Engines. Alright, just because, I like seeing things burn more, we're gonna add some more of those. Oh, that's the wrong one. You can see which designs I like. Oh, you can definitely see. If you've been watching me, you can see exactly what kind of designs I like. And no, it will be on a fuel tubes. Alright, so let's see. How's that? Oh yeah, 5,000. This thing can go to the moon. This thing can absolutely go to the moon. Yeah, we're gonna have no problem getting this thing into orbit. In any orbit, in fact. Going to orbit is not going to be an issue. All right, let's do the let's do those little mini rocket things, because that always looks cool when that fires off. So we got one there. There. Oh no, we want to actually bring that there. And we want to alright, so goes up here, goes up to here. Okay. Ah, well, there should be no reason why this is not going to get us into orbit. Point of decision. Well, yeah. I mean, it's carrying the entire freaking space station. And no Kerbals are flying this either. He's just got little kitties. Okay. And of course, no rocket is complete without something to hold it. Alright, so yeah, yes, that's as well. Okay, so this will be, we'll call this Space Station Core. Alright, now we're not going to need Kerbals to launch this thing. Just not important. We don't even have parachutes on this thing, so that should be good. Now it's an abandoned space station. We're not actually going to kill any Kerbals. You're just a tad. I wouldn't be so quick to volunteer. Oh wait, look at that, supplies. You know what? Actually, that's fine. We can actually do a supply run. Or should we give a lot of supplies to start off with? Oh, we can do a supply run. It's got lots of space for supplies. So we'll do restocking missions and things like that. Connecting rods. I don't think so. No, we don't need connecting rods. We don't need that sort of thing. Although it would prevent the waggle, because I haven't got a docking port at the bottom there. So you're right. You are in fact correct. So let's just tweak it a bit. Now I think these. See, this is where I'm going to need the connecting rods. Is that connection there will be very, very bad. Now what we need to do is Kerbals know all about the joints. Alright, so okay, that's not what I intended, but if it works, why not? You're saying virtual launch? No, there's nobody going up on this. This is a fully automated. This is a fully automated thing. Okay, everything else should be alright. There's no other joints that are kind of weak. Everything should be right. If it doesn't, it will explode and there will be much chuckling and we'll launch again. No Kerbals are being sent up on this mission. This first part is completely automated with my skills as a pilot. Alright, so here we go. 3, 2, 1, launch. Wow. Look at that. Look how pretty. Alright, so should we try an earlier turn? I mean, it's long, it's slender. Yes, let's do that. Right, we probably want to get the... Yep, it's wiggle free. Absolutely wiggle free. Actually looks really good, doesn't it? I mean, this thing has got so much extra power. Ooh, come back. No. It's trying to topple over too much. Ooh. Okay. This, see, if you look at what's going on, this is not... So, whoa. Okay, we're already 100 kilometers up. Yeah, the bottom rockets are fine. So you know what I'm going to do? What we've got is we've got a big burn to get this into orbit now. If I add a maneuver and I circularize at about that should be at the upper axis. Circularize. 101, 101. Okay, that should be good. It says it's a 1 minute 1 burn. But what I'm going to do while we're going up, I'm going to get rid of that. All right. Get rid of this one. Alright, and we've got a 41 second bit. Look at all that space trash. Yeah, I should actually play the blue. 2001. The Blue Danube. God, that movie, it was like, I wanted it to be good. I wanted to enjoy that movie so much. But seriously, that music just killed it for me. It was just so... Alright, so I can aim it on there and fire. Bye, space debris. That should all fall down because... I mean, like I said, we've got so much Delta V that we can afford to do that. I mean, this was a completely... Any space program would be happy to do a launch like that. Because they will know that they've not over-engineered anything. That was like, that must be up there with some of the most inefficient launches ever. It's all about the space sabers. Alright, and Yeah, we literally could have done, with this much geography, we could have actually put that station literally around the moon. 100? 104. You know what? That is pretty awesome. That is pretty damn awesome. But what I am going to do is over here, add a maneuver at the periapsis. I'm going to circularize just a little bit. Just to get it to 100. Right. Now, just make sure that we've got... Oh, you know what I don't have? I just realized. I don't have any batteries. Oh, no, but this one's got the Pioneer module. It's got a whole bunch of power. Okay, whew. Right, so we're just going to use this just to get us a little bit into orbit. Oh, yeah, this precise maneuver. Now, originally I said precise node. This, what it did was it took the code of precise node and then updated it. So it's really easy to do it. It's got the circularized thing, which just makes it, you just click it and, you know, it gives you the exact circle orbit, which is great. It's got things like ejection angle and stuff like that. This is really a good little thing. Alright, so we are going to just move this to... Wow, look how slowly it's moving. You know what? Okay, let's turn on the RCS. There you go. Look at it go. So I said it. Oh, shit. Yeah. Alright, and I can turn off RCS. Alright, so it's kind of on the area it needs to burn. Oh, nice, Gravity Well. Yeah, it's... But, Gravity Well, don't you feel great that very first time you got into orbit, the very first time you managed to land, when you did a docking, things like that, doesn't it make you just feel awesome? You know, I haven't had it with another game for a long time. Right, so what we're going to do... And look at our inclination. It's 1 degree. 1 degree. Yeah, you know what I can do? Now 1 degree, I'm not even going to bother with it. 1 degree is like... Yeah, hey, Azalis? It's, Oh, well, 63 on the other side, that wasn't an orbit. It has to be above 70. Yeah, 63 is into the atmosphere. Yeah, you know, the key thing to doing good orbits, I'll show you over here. Let me just get this thing fired off. So it's just going to be a small little amount. I know this is like a 1 kilometer. It's pathetic, but you know what? Let's have a look. I actually did it. I was too busy talking. I missed it. Oh, what have I got? 100 by 138 meters by 174. So that's a difference of like 60 meters between my upper axis. I can be happy with that. To be honest, I can be happy with that. So what I'm going to... Look at that sunrise. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move the station so it's looking pro-grade. There we go. Oh, you see that little trick I did to stop the movement? You go into time warp for like a second and all movement stops. All momentum and stuff like that stops. It's great. Alright. So we can go like this. Deploy. 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 Ooh. That is getting sunlight. Blocked by the hammering. So you know what I'm going to do? Let me actually turn it the other way. Yep. This is using Rover Dude. Using his mods. MKS and... look at it. Now I just go time warp for a second and stop. And you see how it just stops my movement, my spin, straight away. Alright, there we go. Look at that. So, okay, now you got it all. Alright, so that's kind of our core space station. Oh, we don't have to start life support just yet. So we don't have anybody in here at the moment. Alright. So now we don't need this fuel anymore. I mean, it's a lot of fuel. It's a lot of fuel. But we don't need it because the station's not going anywhere. So what I'm going to do is I am going to... And I can control this. And let's just move this kind of away from the station. And we are going to now kind of slow right down so you look what's happening. Alright, so we are deorbiting the engine. Launch it at the moon. I can hit it. I can hit the moon. Say goodbye to the fuel for life support. Well, once they get up to the station, nobody's coming back. Nobody. Once you're up, you're stuck. Let's have a look at it. Actually, let's just burn that way, see what happens. Oh, I think we hit no, we haven't. Eat that. And, oh, there he goes. He's completely changed directions. He's literally changing his whole orbit. And he's out of fuel. So he literally changed his orbit from going that way, he turned right around. It took like 3,000 Delta V to do that. But yeah, so he's gone. He's gonna die. No, don't do it. Save the children. Fly. Dead. Dead. Oh, but. Ooh. Hey! The core! It survived! We've got a survivor! We've got a survivor! Okay, so now what are we gonna do? We can actually Space Center. Warning, this game cannot be saved. Oh no. Oh damn it. I have to wait for this thing to die. No. This was the fuel. We had a whole lot of extra fuel. Because, you know, we well over-engineered the boosters. So this is kind of the decoupler thing that survived. And now it's gone. Alright, so this is kind of what we call recycling. It's reducing things into the atoms. And the sun comes up on cue. In the desert. Look at that sunrise. Alright, so if we go back to the Space Center. I know the station is perfectly fine. It's fully functional. Everything is working. I'm having my coffee. Everything is working fine. So if we go to the tracking station, there is the space station core in his happy orbit. Ooh, 99. Okay, so that little incident dropped him by like 300 meters. The disconnect. But yeah, he's all happy. Can we... Oh yeah, space station. Alright, so now what we want to do is... we want to send something up to the space station. Don't know if you even need those messages. What should we set up to the space station? We've got kind of the main part. I mean, let's have a look at this. So let's have a look at what we've got in our space station over here. Alright. Oh, why is it like that? I want to have it in kind of retrograde. Okay, Scorch. And alright, so there we go. So there's our little space station. Happily sitting over there. Where's the sun? Oh, there's the sun. Alright. So what have we got here? We've got a storage module which can store supplies, mulch, fertilizer, stuff like that. So we can bring up some more storage for it. We've got a little agricultural module with zero efficiency. So we need a not enough crew. We need one crewman for that. We've got... I know, it's pretty cool. Rover Dude has got some amazing mods. That's a list of all my mods and that. And definitely go and look at Rover Dude's mods. You know, he's got things like life support status. Oh, you've actually got to handle life support. All right. So we need one crewman for that. So let's start life support and start the cultivator. Operational, missing substrates. And we've got... Alright, now I see going to be docking into here is going to be difficult. And the Pioneer module, start life support. And then you got this, which is just kind of a place for the Kerbals to hang out and view the Earth. Alright, so we're going to have to bring up some Kerbals. We're going to have to bring up some supplies. And maybe something else. Let's see how many Kerbals. This can take 10. This one... Well, you know what? Easier way. Look at the ship manifest. 19 crew. Alright, so lots and lots of places for Kerbals. I think we're going to have to bring up some scientists and things like that. Mulch, fertilizer. Yep, it is. It's a very, very roomy place over here. Lots of place for Kerbals to run and hide and have a party. When you get to space, will you have a party? The Kerbals say yes. Yes, they will have a party. Okay, so let's build a craft to actually join with this. And we're going to bring up some crew members as well. So back to the Space Center. And if you give me a sec, I'll be right back. Be right back, just in a sec. Sorry about that. I'm back. Alright, so what are we going to bring up to the station? Now let's see what we can bring up to the station. I think number one, you have to kind of bring up an escape pod. So this could bring up 3 Kerbals. Now this is good. And we want this to actually join up, with the Kerbals. We're going to use this. Then we are going to put this thing on. Now this thing is for that. So it can dock with the now, because this is going to be an escape pod, it's going to have to come back to Earth. So what are we going to have? is it? I'm thinking. Yeah, whoa, what's this? In case it lands in the water. Yeah, it can be a little. It can be a life raft. Okay. So we're gonna have that. We're gonna have that because we never know. Our Kerbals are not very accurate at landing, and that will give them lots of time to be rescued. That's important. And 2.5. Okay, hopefully that will prevent that from burning up. We don't know. We don't know. It's amusing that we are stuck in sending people to a very dangerous place and force them to habitat closets. Oh, to live in closets. Yeah. What are you referring to? The kind of like the Mars type things, Mars modules, or the moon stuff? The problem that you've got with a lot of those things, I mean, the major issue you've got is that every gram costs money to send into space. So you want to reduce that as much as possible. I'd imagine when they build a ship to go to Mars, that it would have to be the ship going, any ship going to Mars would have to have a lot of room, because I mean the trip to Mars, what's it? It's like 6 months or something. So I'd imagine those. Yeah, then you got their habitat and stuff like that. Ooh, why is my stream health bad on bad video output? Huh. Okay. How's my video? How's the video looking in Twitch? YouTube says the output is bad. Which it seems to be okay, from what I can see. Okay, that's really interesting. That's really interesting that it's so the Twitch ingress. I mean, not Twitch. The yeah, sorry, the YouTube ingress servers seem to be having a problem. Okay, but Twitch is working. I mean, that's my main thing. All right. With the Kitty Cat Foundation. All right, so this is kind of our return module. So this is going to be our little lifeboat. So this can rescue 3 Kerbals. Great. Now, we've still got to get them up to the station, and they've got to take supplies and things like that. So what we are going to do now is we are going to have the Rocketbacks thing. We have to have the supplies and things like that. The small one, big one. Is there kind of? I'm just looking if there's something better than the Rocketmax one. Just use the Rocketmax. It's huge. It's ugly. It's very Kirby. It's all right. So we got that. Now we have to bring supplies up. So that's a radio fuel tank. Oh, cool. Inline fuel tank. These are fuel tanks. So let's see supplies. That might work. We might use the universal storage. There you go. Container. Oop. Oh, these guys. So what we could do with this. See, this is the okay, metallic core. Next, uranite, substrate, minerals, carbonite, material, metals, polymers, supplies. Right, so this will take 4,500 supplies. Now the other thing that we might want to take. Do we want to take anything else? Let's see. Dirt, gypsum, hydrates, fertilizer. I'm thinking maybe fertilizer. But that will help with the plants. Okay, so fertilizer and supplies. So that's going to go up there. Right, we also want to have obviously fuel to maneuver. So where is my fuel tanks? I don't have fuel to maneuver, so I'm thinking maybe just one of these. And no. Maybe. Let me have a look quickly. Monopropellant. Fuel tanks. What is my monopropellant? Alright, so if I put my monopropellant over here, this is going to help us dock. And then I'm just going to. Yeah, this would be actually. You know what? This would be fine. Give this a little bit more control, because when you're docking, you want all the control you can get. So where's that? Command and control. Keep one of these. We're gonna want to have. It's gonna need batteries and power. So where is our power? Utility. Give us some batteries over there. We want to definitely have some fuel cells. Put them over here. Because all this stuff is going to be sort of burnt up in the atmosphere. So that's not a problem. No, and engine-wise, I think we are going to give it kind of a. Now that's too big. I think we're going to just go with something smaller like this guy. That should be alright. Because really, this is just for docking. Alright, now we're going to use. Now, is there anything else that we want to take? So, this is going to bring 3 Kerbals. It's going to bring a bunch of supplies. And it's just going to hang around the station until it's time to go. So, you have to give it some good control for docking, and to do that, that's why I've got this thing called RCS Build Aid, which is pretty good, because what it does is it works out your craft. Then you go onto your RCS stuff, and it helps you, like, you can see where the best place is to kind of put your, for example, say I put this over here. I put my first one there. Look what's happened. It will cause a spin. If I put another one, see, that's kind of looks like it's fine. If I do it too far up, it'll cause a spin. Yeah, that's kind of the ideal spot. That's kind of the ideal spot. So there you go. And now I've worked out the best, the best way to place my RCS stuff. Ah, thanks, Grody. So that's kind of the best way to place the RCS. So that craft will not be nice and easy to maneuver. Which is important when you're docking. You want to be able to maneuver really well. We've got lots of motor propellant. So it should be alright. We've actually got we've got way too much. Again, this is completely over-engineered. It is completely over-engineered. Alright, so we can take this off now. Supplies for 92 days. Alright, so now let's see, what are we going to do? Alright, so now we need to get this. I think this is pretty good. This is our lifeboat. So I call it lifeboat 1. So now we need to get this up into orbit. In fact, you know what I'm going to do? This is great. I love this. I love doing this. This thing is awesome. What you do is you bring this over there. Then you take this and you Icaroni him up. Okay, so it looks like it's, and you pull him out a bit. And look at that. You've got a 5-direction RCS thing now. But look what's happened. You see? It's given us a whole... It's given us that flip again because it can do the turns that others can't. I'll do this again, and now you're going to put this over there. Out. Up. And there you go. It's kind of literally our RCS can go in 5 different directions. So this will move really well. So that's a nice little clipping trick that's useful. You see, because instead of like it's got forward, backwards, left, right, and then it can actually slide. So it will be those two with this one acting in concert. So it's got a much more power to the side. So that's going to give us a lot of control. There is going to be no problem controlling this thing for docking. No problem at all. Okay. Right, so save that there. What we're going to do now is where is the Rock'em Axe? We're going to pop him over there. That should be a stable connection. It shouldn't have an issue with this connection. If it does, then those Kerbals Yeah, they were never meant to be. Hey everyone. I've only killed 2 people so far. I surprised even myself. There we go. That looks cool, doesn't it? Actually move that. Alright, so... Alright, so now we need to get this into space. So ignore that 1000 there. That's going to be for kind of moving it around. Let's see, it's really, really low kind of power. It's not a lot of stopping power and stuff like that. But that's in atmosphere. Sorry, that's in space. Wow. Okay. Right, so now we're going to get ourselves into space. So let's build engines to do that. Now, fuel tanks. We're just going to use this guy. We're going to do sort of the same sort of thing that we did last time, except we're really not lifting that much of a load. So Rockamax. Are you Rockamax? Rockamax. Am you Rockamax? There you are. Alright. And boom. Engine. End cell. Alright, so what's that? 1.6. Okay. Not quite there yet. I'm thinking maybe change this a little bit. Put this guy over there. Okay. 2.7. Alright, so let's see now. Okay, we could do that other thing, but you know, we did that trick already. So let's do something else. Let's do... Let's do this trick. Oh, okay, that's perfect. Perfectly fine. Alright, so there we go. We want to bring these up. Oop, no. Let's see, we want to bring these up kind of there. And they burn at the same time. Right, but we're going to adjust these so that they give us that 1.7. 1.7 is kind of the ideal one you want to go to. So this needs to be a pretty good launch. I mean, once we're in space, we've got lots of room to move around, but launch-wise, we want this one to be pretty nice. I'm going to give these guys little helmets. There you go. Right. And no build is complete without towers to hold everything up. Okay, so this is the lifeboat. Oh, there we go. How's that? What do you think of this one? See, our first stage, 1.7. Oh, then that next stage is not actually that much left. And then the last stage. Okay, so alright, so let's save this, and we are going to, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do that, and that will be solar, and I'm just going to toggle. Actually, you know what, maybe I'm going to make this clear. I'm thinking maybe if I make solar always be panel 9, would be solar. Yeah, we don't worry, we have got all that sorted out. Oh, go away. Oh, what did I do? Clear list. Abort. Key set. What did I do? I stuffed everything up. There we go. This group. Oh, I stuffed everything up. Reset. Ah, there you go. Better. Alright, so did I stuff everything out? I think I did. Ah, there we go. No, there it is. Okay, so key 9. I stuffed everything out. Reset Windows. None. Oh, this one is complicated. Screw it. It's too much work. Go back. It's too much work. That's annoying. Okay, custom 9. And toggle. Alright, so there we go. Everything's ready to go. We are going to save it. We are going to launch it. Now it says no control, which is perfectly fine because this is where you lovely users come into, you lovely viewers come into the picture. Alright, so we need a pilot to get us up to the top. I would say Illegal Dragons is our pilot. Alright, and I think you could... Illegal Dragons is a girl. Did you know that? I didn't know that. And now we need 2 scientists. You know, to do kind of... maybe an engineer and a scientist. Avalon is our engineer. As a girl, dropped a scientist. For Micah's Singularity, he is our scientist. So we've got the scientist is Micah's, Illegal Dragons our pilot, and the engineer is Avalon. So we're gonna leave it. They're going up to the station, and we're gonna leave them there. They're gonna like be there forever. They're not coming down. You're not gonna bring them down. Okay. Go away. There you go. Alright, so guys, you better hope that Illegal Dragons can actually knows how to fly a rocket. So this is where we go. We go to this space station. Now, what you do when you go to a space station, taking off now would be a terrible idea, because you're going to come up and you're going to be over there, and this thing's going to be the other side around. So what you're going to do is you're going to wait. You're going to wait until this is pretty close to where you're launching. So let's see, maybe, yeah, this should launch us a little bit ahead. So all we need to do is give it a larger orbit, and we should be able to catch it or slow down to it. All right, so now we full power and we do the launch. All right, Illegal, you ready for this? Because Kerbal lives are in your hands. Just making sure you know. There are Kerbal lives over here. Kerbal lives matters. Hashtag. So far, you're doing a good job. Wow, you look the scaredest of the lot. You're the pilot, and you look the. Look at you. You're the pilot. What? You shouldn't look that scared. Micah Singularity and Avalon are doing fine. Look at you, Mr. Dragons. Oh, it's an all-girl crew. Right, so we just, we kind of... I'm not worried about the hitting our target yet. I'm just kind of... Oh, wow, this is kind of a very shallow... This is a very inefficient launch. Illegal Dragons needs to go back to launch school. Because this is a terrible launch. It is seriously terrible launch. Oh! Way too high. Way too high. Wow. Okay. That is shockingly high. Alright, so add maneuver. And we're going to... Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to bring this out. And let's see. Bring that out to match it. But we're also going to bring it down a bit. Kind of get a little bit better. And yeah, that should be fine. Alright. So we've got a... Wow. 48-second burn. Alright, let's get rid of that. And we can... We went stop 46 seconds before. Okay, so that's not working. And in space. That was a terrible launch. Absolutely terrible. But at least I'm going to show you how you're going to meet up with the station. Get onto that spot. And see what you do is our launch, we've got to burn for like 2 minutes. And with... Go. And what you needed to do is you need to start burning before the point. So if something says, oh, you need a minute burn, you've got to start burning 30 seconds before you hit that point. That was an absolutely Awful, awful. Awful launch. The League of Dragons should be ashamed of himself. The terrible pilot. Look at them. The girls in the cockpit. Yeah, Scorch actually did a great job. Scorch did a great job. He took a SSTO to orbit, and he made it back alive. He just had a little bit of a problem finding the runway. A minor problem. Like he didn't find it at all. Quite in orbit yet. We're reaching orbit. I want to get that at least above. Maybe we should have put a bigger engine there. I think next trip I'll do a bigger engine. So I want to get that about 100. Okay, that is good enough. Yeah, yes. We actually built an SSTO. He got to orbit. Alright, so look what's happened. At the moment, this is where we're going to. Right, so we're in orbit. We want to meet up with this one. It's 50 kilometers away. By being in a higher orbit, what we are actually doing is, being in a higher orbit, we are actually, because we further from the planet, we're actually traveling more distance, so the lower orbit will catch up with us. What I am going to do here, I'm going to add a maneuver at that's the ascendant, no, that's the descendant. So that's that kind of part where the orbits cross each other, and I am going to just kind of change that plane. There you go. So it's a tiny little thing over there, and what it's going to do is it's going to put the guys on the same plane, which is important. And you see it says a 36-second burn, but I need to start 18 seconds before. And what that will do is at least they'll be on the kind of the same area. Sort of the, they won't be crossing like that anymore. They'll be kind of like that. So it's easier to meet up. So 18 seconds before, you can see that's catching up with us. Whoa, 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 whoa. You can see how my the blue line is changing. I mean, we've got plenty of fuel in this thing, so it's not really too much of an issue. Look at this coming down. Yep, that's about it. 1.2, you see that's the degrees. The other one was like 1.1 or something. So that's good enough. Right, now, we want to try and meet up with this guy. We are catching up, 28 kilometers. So if we add a maneuver here, and if we kind of pull it back a bit, look what's happening. There you go, look at that. 16 kilometers apart. You know, let's just. What if I change that? Oh, other way. And there we go. 13 kilometer separation. I mean, that's pretty much good enough. So all we're going to do is just burn this way. It is radial. Or anti-radial. Sorry, anti-radial. Now it's got targets, so you want orbit. They're anti-radial. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're just going to burn that. I'm going to... Right, so just so you can see what's happening, and look, there you go. It's meeting up, and this is how we're doing the rendezvous. See there, 28, 26. $19. 16, 15, 14. Oh, that's close enough. You don't want to do it too much, because what's going to happen is then we're going to drop into the atmosphere. So once we get to this point, I'll stop flickering. So at the moment we're 20 kilometers apart. As we go, we're getting closer. 18. Alright, so you really want to do about 10, but that's alright. Okay, so now what we do is we go into the target and we slow ourselves down relative to the target. Okay, and you switch that to the target. And we've got to slow ourselves down relative to that target. Once it's at 0, that means we are kind of going at the exact same speed as the target. Now, I should notice their orbits are very close. The orbits now are very, very close, because we've, we relative to the target. So we just put a little bit more, and there we go. Okay, now what we do is we're now going to start moving towards the target. Really? You guys excited about this? Alright, so we're going to move towards the target. And what I'm doing is I'm just pulling that prograde thing onto the target. See, I'm not actually looking at... I mean, we can do it a bit of a high speed now, because... yeah, we're quite far away, so 25 meters per second is fine. And you can see us... we are getting closer all the time to it. So you see, I'm just pulling that prograde that we're heading for the target directly. And 12. And again, we're just getting closer, so... $10. And I'll slowly start shifting away. What you then do... okay, what you then... so it's starting to get a bit of a distance. Now you don't want to increase your speed. So what you're going to do is you're going to kind of slow yourself down. And you do that by pushing... by pushing the retrograde towards the target one. You see, there's the target, and we're pushing it down, and we're slowly kind of getting our speed down to 0. relative to the target. Alright. And we're 6 kilometers again. So now we're pretty close to that. Let's move towards the target again. And this is again probably not the most efficient way, but it is definitely a way to do good rendezvous. Yeah, I'm like heading right towards the target. I'm going to increase that speed to about probably about 50 meters per second. Not huge. And we're moving towards that target. 6 kilometers away. And there you go. You see what's happened? It's starting to move away because as you turn, so you want to pull it back. Now, make sure that you're heading towards that target. So the nav bar, you've got to learn how to use the nav bar. That's kind of like, that is your major tool. And we fall. See, it's happened again. Because as we go around the curve, oh, that's actually going a little bit too fast. So I'm going to get ready to slow myself down. Because yeah, we just probably 20. I mean, it should be alright. Yeah, look at that. We are. Look how close we are. Hey, Chaos. Let me put this chat on. Alright, so we are slowing ourselves right down. We're 800 meters away. Let's kind of get out, sort of stop the speed difference. Alright, so 800 meters. Let's now we're going to move, but now we're going to do it really slowly. We're not going to. We're going to kind of maybe like 2 or 3 meters per second. Alright, so 800. You can see how we've just been adjusting slightly each time. It's actually, you know something, it's actually not. Once you understand the idea of it, like I said, the first time I did a rendezvous, the very first time, it took me 3 hours. No kidding. It took me 3 hours to do my very first rendezvous. Because it's, you know, you do everything slowly and stuff like that. But after that, once you understand it, right, so now it's moving away. So let's bring this back. Right, so so we are probably heading towards a little bit too fast. We go on to kind of the retrograde, and we're getting ready to slow us down. Look at that, 300. Right. I mean, we get, and again, I haven't actually looked. All I've been doing is looking at these figures. Remember, you push that one. Yeah. Just take a lot of fuel with you. The first couple of times, and Again, to do this sort of thing, you don't need RCS. To dock, that's where your RCS becomes really useful. All right, so now we're 100, so I definitely want to kind of 84. So I'm definitely going to null up my speed. There you go. 0. 73 meters. So look at this. There I am. there is my station. How's that? How is that? All right, so now I am going to open the shield and I'm going to set control from here so that all my movement is now relative to this guy. Right, and I'm going to go on there and I'm going to set that one as a target. So my target is no longer the whole ship, it's that docking port. So you can see it's like there, I'm aiming at the docking port. Alright. You can do it like this using the nav ball, you know, okay, turn on RCS. Like for example, you could do something like this where, other way, J. Yeah, you can do something like that where I'm kind of moving towards it. Easier way is I've got this great little thing called docking assistant. Right now, this thing, when that is on the center, that is me lined up with the docking port. And now I just use my RCS to control that. So I want to get those green lines matched up. So really I'm just, there we go. You see, that's telling me the vector I'm going, and it's 53 meters from it. So I'm slowly moving across that way. I'm a little bit, you know, so I want to get those green lines matched on the center. And that's where kind of RCS, and having that RCS build aid really helps, because it gives you that good, that good control. I mean, look how stable my ship is. I told you the distance, and you could select different docking ports and things like that. Right, so you're just floating over. You played again. Alright. Hey, Illegal Dragons is doing a great job. Look at him. Well, look at her. Right, so we want to probably just change our speed so we're not too far. Yeah, cut our speed going to the left. Maybe a bit more. Oops. Right. We're still 20 meters from it. Okay, that's kind of almost there. Almost lined up. Okay, so that's kind of, yep, that's nice. Right, and now this one we just got to, just a little bit more. So you see how I'm lining it up. Really nice and easy, nice and smooth. I'm slowly getting this. And I'm hardly using any RCS doing this. Alright, and with 17 meters. And no, you don't full burn. So just a little bit more. And now you I'm using N, which is just increase my speed. Oh, no, H. Sorry. So there we go. We're going at 0.3. 0.4. Now you can look at it this way if you want to. I mean, again, I'm not actually looking at that at all. What I'm looking at, and you can see, look at the nav bar. Alright, so there we go. We just... Alright, so you want to kind of, you know, as you get closer, the distance is different. Boom! Docked! Done! Done! And the amount of fuel we used was tiny, but there you go. We are docked with the station. That's it. That's all it is. Yeah, and it's going to be interesting how they do that in SC. I always, you know, after playing this game, I was always thinking, oh, Star Citizen, maybe we're going to have to plot our... Maybe we're going to have to plot things and stuff like that. All right, I can take off this docking thing now. That little docking tool is really, really helpful in lining stuff up. There are other modes where it literally has cameras. So you know, like NASA does, we actually line up with the camera for the docking. So they're different tools, but I find that one, for me at least, the easiest to use, and I definitely get the... Let's have a look. See, we've got 5. So we only use 20 monopropellant. 20. That's how much monopropellant we use to dock. 20. One of these is 150. That is how efficient our docking was. Look how happy Avalon is that they're all happy. Guys, guess what? We're in space. What they don't know is they're going to be living here for a long, long time. All right, so let's see. What's this? These supplies. We're gonna, and this. All right, so we're gonna send all the supplies into there. This is a fertilizer. We're gonna send all the fertilizer into there. You are an engineer. Congrats. You wanted to be a scientist? Well, tough. Alright, so let's see now. The aeroponics. We are going to send transfer crew. Our scientists, Micah Singularity. We are going to send you to why won't it transfer you? Transfer. Oh, no crew pod. Okay. Transfer crew. Alright, let's have... Okay, let's use this one and have a look. Alright, so... crew. Immersion ruined. Alright, so we have the command pod. You've got 3 people. Now, we're going to move... That's the agricultural module. Aeroponics module. So we're going to transfer Micah's there. So there he is. He's moving around. And now he's in there. Alright, Avalon, the engineer. We are going to move you to the Pioneer module. Again, what you could do is you could always make them go EVA and then move into the various things. This way it's just kind of easier. Otherwise you're messing around with the EVA thing, which is annoying. Alright. Illegal dragons. Since you've got nothing better to do, we are going to move you to the cupola. Okay, so that's all done. So let's have a look. So look, there is Mr. Illegal Dragons sitting up there. Like, whoa, look at the view. You got you guys working hard in your little areas. Okay, have we got start life support? Not enough crew. Okay. Life support inactive. No. Missing substrate. Okay, I'm not sure what's going on there. Let's actually... And not camera free, camera orbital. Okay, so this is little illegal dragons. Hey, look at his eye. Hey, he's so happy. I see with my little eye something beginning with a P. Alright, so he's looking out. Oh, who's this? Oh, right, no, and V. No, not. Oh, we can't view. Okay, so we can't actually see the view from there, from these guys. Alright, well, let's do this then. Let's take illegal dragons. Where is my crew? Cupola. And we are going to move you into aeroponics, agricultural. So illegal dragons is going to be a farmer. He's going to play some Farmville in space. Okay. So let's see what happens now. Okay, so last. Alright, so this is operational. So look at that, it's mulch, it's using the mulch. So he's trying to control food. So, where's this? There we go. That is the life support. And the colony thing. Okay, so colony stats. Nope. So this is what's happening. I mean, these guys have got supplies for 386 days. So yeah, they're pretty happy. We might get some more people up here. Now as we build the station out some more. But how's that? We built a station, we got our crew up there. They're all happy. What we're going to do is we'll send up another crew like that. Another lifeboat with some more crew. And then we can start sending up different, we can start building like out from there. So we are building our space station. So we've got the core up, we've got that, and the whole thing is you've got to build it so you can see what's happening. Is if I look here, it's using the mulch, right? This one, it's actually building supplies. So look at the supplies are increasing. Oh yeah, the lifeboat, what I can do, I can put the guys on there, and then this will sort of escape, and we can use this to get back to Earth. Or get back to Kerbin. So that's what this is for. It's an escape route. So what I'll do is I'll get another one, and we'll put it on there, and so we've got the capacity to get rid of, to land safely, 6 Kerbals. And then over here, what I'll do is I'll put something, a connector, and it will have another 4 things, and then we can build up the station, much more at the back of there. So there we go. You see, like what I can also do is I can take these guys. So I am going to click on all these monopropellant ones. We don't really use a lot of it. And I'm going to click on this one. And I'm going to just fill. Click on this one. And unlock. Okay. Oh, so there, you see what I've done is I've taken the monopropellant from there and I've filled up the station's monopropellant. So again, I like the reason I've been doing the orange tank in that is so we'll plug in an orange tank in there, and then this will also become a refueling station. So you would have your big tanks here, and then ships would come up and then refuel to go into interstellar areas. You might have another one like this around the moon that will, or around Minmus, that will mine Minmus for ore and constantly build up fuel, and then maybe bring the fuel back to this station. So we don't need to launch from Earth the whole time. We can have, or from Kerbin, we can have light aircraft coming up from Kerbin, refilling at the station, and then going, to other places. But that's the idea, and that's why I wanted to do Sandbox, because we're not really worried about cost or stuff like that. We just you have to enjoy it, and we only lost 2 Kerbals today. That was good. That was a good day. All right. So I'm thinking, what else we're gonna do for the stream? We could send up another one, but it's like 15 minutes to go. So let me ask you: is there anything in Kerbal at the moment that you're not sure of, that you want to know? How do you do certain things, stuff like that I can help you with? Yeah, this is Sandbox mode. Oh, look at that. And what's our battery? Whoa! We used all our power. We've literally used all the power. Holy crap. Yeah, but we've got no power on this thing. We're literally out of power. Because our thing's blocking it. Alright. This is why we want to send up... No, that's not good. That's not good. There we go. See, there's getting power back now. So maybe I'm going to do... Turn on RCS. You control from here. Turn on RCS and maybe... No. Do it that way. Now, when you've got a bigger station, you're not really going to be able to do that. Ah, they're perfect. Oh. Yep. Okay, there you go, more panels. So definitely power is an issue. Power is definitely an issue with this thing. Hopefully this should be alright for a while. No, it's getting more power. So yeah. So things like maybe we want to bring up a nuclear generator. So it's got power even in the sun. Yeah. So I mean, if there's anything in, is there anything you don't understand with Kerbal, like how to do certain things? I mean, feel free to ask. I might even be able to answer you. Right. So yeah, I think we'll bring up another ship. And then we're going to have to look at what other modules which we're going to attach on there. Definitely we're going to need more power generation. That's absolutely must. That's probably the next thing we're going to do, is look up, maybe build a nuclear reactor or something to plug onto there. So that would be a key feature to have. Food wise, this is slowly building supplies, so that's good. And our Kerbals are eating those supplies. He's building electric charge. We probably need more machinery up. And you see, this is just pretty much a start life support. So yeah, so it pretty much got life support in the whole station. This is just a store. This is just a warehouse. All right, so we definitely need some more mulch, because it needs some mulch to make to grow the plants. I thought it was fertilizer. Alright, so I mean, again, it's all about balancing the things in that. I mean, the rover dude stuff. Yeah, that's why I say I always put that rover dudes, the MKS and UKS, because it's worked the same with a planet base. And with those, you have to kind of drill. You can drill for water and all that sort of stuff. All these different resources. It just changes the game completely. You know, your space stations that kind of have a point. And science is really good in Korea and stuff like that, but once you've done it, it becomes more of a pain than anything else. Like, I mean, yeah, we could put on a science guy up here to work with things, but it's really not needed. Anyway, so what is our 99? Yeah, so our guys are doing well. So on that note, I think I might just end the stream. I mean, we did a bit today. So now you see what I'm doing with that SSTO. If I can get the SSTO working, then the SSTO would be a great way to bring supplies and stuff like that up to the station. If I can get a good enough SSTO, that would be the perfect way to bring supplies and stuff like that to the station. It would come up here, it would dock, it would do all its stuff. You know, how good would that be? In fact, instead of doing the next thing like that, maybe if we do a long craft with... See, there's so many things we can build onto this now. Maybe the power would come out there instead. So yeah, I mean, they're different things, and we're going to start sending out more and more Kerbals. We're going to try to keep them alive. What's this mulch? You see, my mulch is decreasing, so we definitely need to bring up mulch. And this is kind of all the kind of supplies at the moment in my station. And this is alternative resource panel, which is by Trigger AU, who does the same guy that does the transfer planner and the alarm clock and stuff like that. Those two guys, great mods. Great, you know, they have produced some of the best mods for Kerbal. They can really keep you playing for a long, long time. So, there we go. So on that note, what I'm going to do is I am going to end the stream now. I will be back in 2 hours time, where I will be doing some more Star Citizen, which is completely different take on space than this is, but also fun. So till then, I will see you guys later. Bye.